Hello, guys. Welcome to the webinar with Dr. Anish Desai. Welcome Dr. Anish Desai for this webinar on Be Immune Sure with glutathione and vitamin C.
Hey,
Uh,
hi Rucha, how are you?
Hi. So for the viewers, I'd just like to introduce and give you a brief CV so that the viewers are aware of what kind of a work you have done into medical field. So Dr. Anish is a MD in clinical pharmacology and is the Director Strategic Medical Affairs for Edward Biomed Limited. He has a vast experience in academia, research and healthcare with proven leadership skills and a deep understanding of the healthcare system. He had worked at the topmost positions with various multinational and Indian pharma companies and holds outstanding insights related to the role of pharmaceuticals, devices, and nutraceuticals. He has also been working quite closely with the Infectious Disease Department of Government Medical College. And sir, we are glad to have you with us today. And surely we will discuss on various aspects related to immunity quite in detail. So welcome, sir, once again.
Yeah, thank you, Rucha, for the introduction.
Sir, we have got some of the questions from the viewers, and we have tried to compile them. And if possible, you can address one by one to these questions. So, doctor,
Sure.
the buzzword these days is immunity and immune boosters and healthy lifestyle. So, in this COVID havoc that is happening currently, uh, can you help us understand what exactly is immunity and is it really helping us to keep us away from the infections?
So, Rucha, when we look at the entire human system, over a period of time, the human system or the human being has evolved. It has been constructed, the entire human system, in such a way that it needs to have barriers against the external invasion. And when we look at external invasion, these are the bacteria, these are the fungi, the viruses, the parasites. And one of the mechanisms whereby the body protects itself from these kind of invasions is the immune system. So the immune system is basically one of the barriers which helps the body to prevent the entry of these microorganisms or pathogens, as we call it, inside the body. So just to give you a parallel example, the immune system is basically what is a army or a police force or the border security force to the country. And how does these border security force guards the country from various external invasions is what the immune system does to the body.
Okay, so immunity is body's defense system. And what are the different factors which weakens one's immunity? And taking it further in the current scenario, if boosting immunity is really going to help one protect from catching these infections?
So one of the things that you have to understand, Rucha, is that immune system is a very dynamic system.
Yeah.
And what happens over a period of time, one of the primary, there are several factors which are affecting the immune system positively or negatively. And some of the factors which affect the immune system probably in certain adverse ways. Number one is age. So age over a period of time decreases the immunity of an individual. Number two, if you look at it, it's related to disease. So diseases like diabetes, hypertension, cardiovascular disease are also responsible for weakening of the immune system. There are certain patients who are on certain immune suppressant drugs that can also lead to suppression of immunity. Then one of the other very important factor is that today in the era of junk food and the way the whole dietary system is there, we do not have enough or good nutrition that goes into our food, and
Yes,
therefore improper diet is responsible for a impaired immune system. The other some of the factors which are there is smoking. Smoking decreases the immunity, alcoholism decreases the immunity, and of course, as I said, diet being one of the predominant factors which is responsible. So these are few of the factors that are responsible for impairing the immune system of an individual.
Okay, so that means our optimally functional immune system will help us better against invading the microbes. So especially those who are having a weaker immunity, for them improving immune power is very critical then, sir?
Yes, so absolutely. If you look at it, when you see a lot of data that is being circulated these days, you see that the mortality and the morbidity of these infections is the highest among patients who are basically older, who have comorbid conditions, and therefore they are the highly susceptible individuals, and therefore boosting your immunity is one of the factors that can help you.
So then
it's
what
not.
are, yeah. So
Yeah,
what can one do to boost the immunity? Because there is a lot of buzz happening around boost your immunity, but how can we do that actually?
So few of the things that are there that can help you to boost your immunity is diet. So having a healthy and a balanced diet is the most important part of the lifestyle management. Exercise is very important because exercise releases certain hormones or certain neurochemicals which actually help you to increase your immune power. So regular exercising, regular diet, managing your comorbid conditions is also very important, because uh, that's the most important part of it. So if your diabetes or hypertension are managed properly by your medication and with the advice of your physician, it is very paramount for you to help to counter such situations. So these are few of the things what you need to do. And of course, if the patients have got a certain deficiency status, then taking certain immune boosters, certain kind of nutritional supplements is very important and critical, so that they can help you to actually boost the immune system. In fact, if you look at literature, and in fact, last few days, since this whole thing or whole pandemic has broken loose, I have been looking at a lot of literature. The literature basically is based on nutraceuticals in some of these respiratory syncytial virus, as they call it. And a lot of literature that has been published talk about the positive effects of these nutrients or nutraceuticals in managing your immune system.
Okay. So then also a lot of thing has been said about vitamin C as a immune booster, as well as glutathione. So how they are actually important in boosting the immunity? Are they really of any help?
So what happens is that when you look at immunity, there are several components which are there. There are certain cells which are there, which are called as the white blood cells. They are also called as the leukocytes. They are also called as the lymphocytes. So these are basically the basic army of the immune system. These are the foot soldiers. And these foot soldiers are basically responsible for attacking the invading bacteria, viruses, fungi, and parasites. And one of the things what happens is that when this entire battle is going on between the immune system and the external invading pathogens, a lot of nutrients, a lot of other supplements are required. So vitamin C is one of the most important supplements that is required, because vitamin C, when these immune cells are fighting the invasion, they use a lot of vitamin C and it gets depleted. And therefore replenishing these stores is very critical in terms of fighting. The other thing what happens is that there are antibody generations. So these antibodies basically are responsible for creating your immunity or a long-term immunity. And that's where these vitamin C helps you in generating these antibodies, which are called as the fighter cells which are there. It also helps you to generate a lot of interleukins or cytokines, it is called as. It decreases the harmful effect of this whole battle that is going on between the immune cells and the pathogens. So if you see, a lot of damage is being happening on both the sides. So a lot of waste material is generated. There are certain things called as free radicals which are generated. There's something what is called as inflammation which happens. So vitamin C has got a lot of positive effects in all these areas, and therefore supplementation of vitamin C is very, very important. As I said, there have been several studies that have been published in several years. There have been Cochrane reviews which have been there, which have demonstrated that boosting your immunity with vitamin C can help you in these kind of respiratory viral infections, which is the SARS infection, as it is commonly called as, is a severe acute respiratory system infection. So therefore, all these things are very, very critical, and having an adequate store. And then just to give you an example, is that when the army is fighting at the battlefield or on the borders, what does the army require? It requires enough amount of food. It requires of ammunition. So vitamin C and glutathione provides these kind of arsenal to your immune system to fight the battle against the pathogens.
Okay. So, sir, what we understood out of this is that the importance of glutathione and vitamin C is boosting our defense. So they help our immune cells to quickly identify, capture, and destroy the invaders, and also reduce the cellular free radical stress. Now, overall, our body is better prepared to give a tough fight. So what would you be the best way to consume vitamin C and glutathione? Do you have to consume them together, or consuming them standalone can also help?
So let me shed a light more on glutathione. Glutathione is normally produced by the body, and it is called as a free radical, or it prevents the body from oxidative damage. Now, glutathione over a period of time gets depleted from the body, especially when these invasions happen. Number one, age, there is a depletion of glutathione. Smoking decreases glutathione to a great extent. The
Okay.
pollutants which are there in the air decreases the glutathione to a very a greater extent, makes the body, especially the lung parenchyma, much more susceptible to these infections.
Okay.
Therefore, supplementing glutathione, vitamin C is very important.
Okay.
And therefore, supplementing them, there are various ways of supplementing it. You can supplement it with the nutritional food that is there, but many times the way Indian diet is there, the nutrition may not be enough to give that, and therefore the supplements which are there, either single or in combination, is the best. The combination is the best because both of them are required to be present in equal quantities, because they are a kind of complementary to each other. They have a rationale for combination in terms of fighting these cellular damages which are there, and therefore having a combination of a vitamin C and zinc is definitely going to be beneficial during this battle with the pathogens.
Okay. So, sir, if the combination is useful, how long can we take it, for how long duration, and is it safe to be consumed for a longer duration?
So when you look at it, there have been certain recommended daily allowance which it is there.
Okay.
Daily allow, which are required daily allowances. So you need to take those vitamins in those required daily allowances. If in some way your diet is deficient, then you need to continuously take that. And therefore, because these are also normally present, they will be actually helping the body in fighting several kinds of things which are there. So one more thing that I missed out, where these vitamins like vitamin C and glutathione are also very important, is that there is a large amount of stress in individuals today. Even today, when we are saying advocating staying at home, that's the safest way to prevent the infection today. However, that is also causing a lot of stress. So stress also decreases your immunity, and therefore vitamin C plus glutathione taken over a period of time enables your body by decreasing these other things to fight the immunity. Therefore, it needs to be taken so that it fulfills your daily dietary needs or daily requirements on an ongoing basis. And especially it is critical in patients who are highly susceptible, as I mentioned, patients who are elderly, patients who are with comorbid conditions like your diabetes, blood pressure, cardiovascular diseases, smokers, of course, patients who are alcoholic, so patients who are having stress, patients who probably are not undergoing regular exercises. So there are multitude of factors which are responsible for depleting these essential nutrients, and therefore you need to replenish them on a routine, ongoing basis.
Okay. So, actually, I would like to just sum up. These were the questions that we have got through the comments and the direct messages that our participants have given to us before. So, it was really an enriching discussion, sir. You have helped us understand how critical it is to ensure optimally functional immune system in today's
So,
scenario.
Rucha, before you go to the next question or you wrap up this discussion, let me tell you something that a recent study, as late as say 25th of February, was published in Progress of Cardiovascular Disease by Mark McCarthy in Alzheimer's Science Journal. And one of the very critical findings of this is basically it is related to COVID-19 at this point of time. And they have said that these nutritionals or nutraceuticals like vitamin C, glutathione are helping in increasing the immunity. So there are journal articles. So it's not because Dr. Anish Desai is saying this. It is because it has been very well documented into the literature which is there. It is a part of certain standard protocols like Cleveland Clinic to use many of these nutraceutical supplements. So there's a large amount of research that has happened, and especially in the influenza virus space, because that's a biggest reason for mortality and morbidity even in the Western population.
Yeah.
And this is what we are also currently seeing. So therefore, something which is highly documented. There are n number of studies that can be quoted, whether it's vitamin C, whether it is glutathione, or even if it is zinc. So there are several ways in which they have documented the mechanism of action. So it's not something which is hearsay. It is not something which is basically what to say, vitamins are safe, but it has been documented. There is evidence-based medicine backing up all these claims that are being made. So several journals have talked about the effect of these nutraceuticals, especially vitamin C, glutathione, in basically how do they help in these respiratory syncytial viruses? How do they really protect the lung parenchyma? How do they actually decrease the duration of the disease also?
Okay.
So you can actually, the duration can decrease. So a lot of work has gone behind it. And therefore, I think today when we are looking at the overall environment that we are looking at it, we have to be immune sure. We have to have adequate diet. We need to have adequate exercise. We need to quit smoking. We need to quit alcohol. So these are some of the basic things that need to be taken care. At the same time, if your RDA or the required daily allowance is not met, then you need to supplement this externally.
Okay.
And that is going to help you to boost your immunity and be immune sure.
Okay. So that was definitely an enriching discussion where we understood how immunity is very, very essential for fighting this COVID, and also what boosts the immunity, what is the role of vitamin C and glutathione. I'm very sure, sir, this will be very helpful and enriching for our participants as well. So, sir, before wrapping our session, would you like to address our participants on anything? Would you like to give them any special message during this quarantine time?
Yeah, so what I would say is stay home, stay safe, stay healthy, practice what I said in terms of diet, exercise, in terms of your food habits, and take care of your stress also, because it's a very stressful situation for the entire world at this point of time and for every individual thing. And take your supplements regularly.